Greetings viewers, Landy Berkland here, and on this channel we like to do periodic checking, maintenance, even maybe repair videos here. Today we're going to be checking the brakes on a 1996, not to be confused with my 99, Lakota 300. I was planning on doing a brake checking video on this, and I actually have done it, but the video came out in two parts because I had to cut away. So I thought we'd do it on this, since I just changed the brakes in that 3, maybe 4 weeks ago. I bought this used, and the last time I checked, the brakes were perfect. And I have a spare set of brakes in the back, but I thought, why not? We'll do a video. So let's get right into it. What you're going to need is a nice heavy-duty impact gun and a 17mm socket. Yesterday in the video, I did say a 17-inch wrench. I meant to say millimeter. But like most people, I post my mess-ups. It's a 17mm socket, not a 17-inch, like I said in the video yesterday. Get our drop light here. We don't really need a drop light. We've got enough lighting, but if you really want to be particular, and I'm not worried about the light against the fluorescent, or the plastics, because, well, it's a fluorescent light. It doesn't get too hot to where it'll melt the plastics. Believe me, I've left that on ATD plastics overnight and came down the next morning and it was still pretty cool. First thing you're going to want to do is get your jack and jack the vehicle, or get it on a lift, one of the two, whatever you have. For this, we'll be using the 3-ton Harbor Freight jack. Not a low profile either. Not a low profile jack, let me just tell you. Find a good spot. It doesn't really matter. I got a full underbelly skid plate on this. So I can center the jack under the vehicle there. Want to get that jack nice and centered. Got a problem with the suspension before anybody says anything, I know. Get the tires up off the ground. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. How about this? Ooh, neither of them sound good. I have a feeling I need to be doing a greasing video on this. I'm gonna have to grease the pistons, because I can tell that they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing here. And tell that they're in a full locked position. And yes, I know I have a bad air leak in my hose, so alright. Oh yeah, I was afraid of that. Looks like this is going to be an actual brake changing video. The pads are kind of low. Where'd you come from? Down here. Oh, again. I believe these are going to be 12s. If I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, these will definitely be 12s. Oh, look at that. Somebody put my 13 in backwards. Oh, wait a minute. Was I wrong? Nope, I was right. That's 12. Get my socket extension here. And now what most mechanics do on cars is what they do is they open the filler cap when they press the when they go to press the piston in when they're doing work. Oh, another thing before I get way ahead of myself here. Where are they? I know that there's going to be, should be. Maybe there's not. Oh, interesting. I thought there was going to be 2 bolts that I have to loosen on the caliper in order to get it freed up. I guess that there's none. Oh, that was on the rear. That was on the rear of the quad. The rear caliper has 2, I believe they're 10mm bolts that hold the brake caliper in, but once again, that is on the rear and it's not on, I should be using my air ratchet for this, but I just don't feel the need to, because obviously it is my quad, so I don't really need to. Oh, I know what that's from. No, these pads will make it like 2 or 3 more rides. Yeah, they'll make it 2 or 3 more rides, but what I'm concerned about here is this piston. This piston is not doing what I want it to do. So in this instance, we will take a small thin wire brush or low pressure greaseless silicone spray. This is a greaseless silicone spray that I'm going to be applying to the piston so it frees it up a little bit better. I don't know if you guys can see all that dirt and whatnot flying off. But there is definitely a lot of dirt on that piston from all the mud. You know what? I'm not gonna mess around. I'm gonna grab the C-clamp here and do this stuff the right way here. Gotta compress the caliper. Before anybody even asks, yes, the filler cap is closed, only because I myself have never had a problem with not worrying about cracking the bleeder cap open. I know certain people, they do. They do it on cars. And it's like I tell everybody, cars are a lot different, in a sense, than ATVs. That didn't seem to work. That only seemed to mess me up a lot more. Not really. There's my brush. Look at that. Yep. Found it. I'm going to say people need to review the footage and see if a ghost grabbed it. Get all this stuff in here. Apply a little bit of silicone spray on this. Nice and worked around there. Like this. Caliper here can move freely now. Oh, ow. Dang, whatchamajigger. Why didn't I think of that? Ugh. I'm sure you're yelling at me. sure everybody's yelling at their TV, computer screens. Brake cleaner! Brake cleaner! Brake cleaner! Yes, brake cleaner will probably remove a lot of that dirt and residue and leaves and stuff. Either that or it can hurt or hinder the project. Or it could, yeah, I guess hurt and hinder are the same things. Oh, I know what I want to do. Sorry, I'm jumping the gun here. I gotta squeeze the brake caliper in. There we go. It's nice and tight now. Oh, there we go. We're good. How good are we here? Let's see. We're okay. I guess we're good. Alright, gonna give that a little bit of time to dry. You know, I soaked the old holy hell out of it. I gotta make sure my stuff is clean. Give it a little quick drying time here. A little bit quicker drying time, if you will. Mutter? Ah, can't tell I'm a mutter. Not at all. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply a thin coat of silicone. And don't worry, I know what I'm doing. I've done this to my Wolverines front brakes. And I never had any issues. I'm just lubricating just the piston, and I'm not using any high pressure aerosol can. I'm keeping it down like this so it kind of soaks into the piston away from the brake pads. So before anybody goes ahead and says, you don't know what you're doing, I've had a lot of thought process in this. I do know what I'm doing. Just a little FYI. If it works on my Wolverine, it'll work on this. It also keeps the piston itself lubricated. And I bought this used, so I don't know if the piston was ever lubricated before. I'm guessing it wasn't, judging by the way the brakes sounded before. I mean, when I compressed the piston before, it kind of had a resistance to it, and when I just did it now, it didn't really have so much of a resistance. So, oh, brake pad's coming off here. I don't want that to happen, so now we'll just we'll go ahead and stick this back on here. I'm getting a bunch of Facebook messages. They'll think that I'm ignoring you. I hope that I'm really... You guys don't think that I'm ignoring you because, well, I don't ignore any of my friends. Oh, before we go any further, I typically usually make this mistake, and that sounds like metal on metal, but these pads are still good. There's still a lot of bite left on these pads. You know what it smells like? I don't know if you guys shoot guns or not, but it smells like 22. It smells like 22 powder. Oh, I'm telling you, man, people. Popular guy. You see, whenever I do these videos, people blow up my Facebook, my phone, and everything. But gotta do the work, you know. Gotta do the work. There we go. Get this all cleaned up now. Try and do this again here. There you go. And now all you gotta do is basically reinstall your tire. Put the tire back on. And I guess we'll go do the other side now. After I put the tire on here. I'm not gonna leave you hanging with not gonna leave you hanging on this video here. In another video, we will, probably about 2 or 3 more weeks, we'll go ahead and we'll change the brake pads. That'll be in a separate video. I just wanted to kind of build my channel here. And I don't know if you guys can hear or feel that, but it did sound like metal on metal indeed when I turned the hub. It definitely sounded like metal on metal, so I will, like I said, I will definitely look into that. I lost my air hose. I lost my air hose. There's my air hose, I found it. I'm good at losing things. I bet you all my friends are... Alright, oh, there it is. Lost the last lug nut. And what I used is a low pressure greaseless lubricant, just to, you know, lubricate the piston. Alright, that is one side of the brake pads. I will go ahead and do the other. This is what I use for it is LPS greaseless lubricant. It forms a thin, dry, lubricating film that will not attract dust. Safe on most surfaces. It displaces water to dry out electrical or electronic parts. That's what we got dielectric grease for. So this is what I use, ladies and gentlemen. This was actually given to me with this little spout thing, so I happen to like it, and I'm going to use it. Alright, that's one side. Get to the other side here, and I'll let you know at a later date. So stay muddy, guys. Lanny Berkland, signing off.